want to thank God for this opportunity. My name is Isaiah Majok. I am the General Overseer of the Sudan Pentecostal Church. And I want to thank God really for this campaign that you have been seeing billboard around Juba, the power to forgive. That's the essence of the message that we need in South Sudan. And as I talk about that, I want to talk about my own personal experience with the forgiveness. Number one, I want to say that it is not easy, really, to forgive. It is not of our nature to forgive. As human beings, our nature is to revenge. Our nature is to do to others as they do to us, and even exceed what they did to us. But as a Christian, you find yourself that it is not easy to forgive, but as a Christian, you have no alternative but to forgive. I usually say that anybody who says forgiveness is easy, they have never gone through it. But also anybody who says forgiveness is impossible is also someone who has not experienced the forgiveness of God. I come from a culture where it is even put in songs that to be a man you have to revenge. And that is in direct contradiction to the Christian teaching, the Christian Bible according to Jesus. I remember as a new believer when I went to the Bible school, that's like nearly 40 years ago, I had the first experience of struggling with forgiveness. And it came in a context of a colleague who was in the room with others, and he didn't see because I was like in a mosquito net. And then he started to backbite me. And after finishing backbiting, he went to look into my bed to see if I were there. And when he saw me, he didn't see me laughing, he saw me really angry. And immediately he went to his own dorm, and I wanted to follow him up and go and fix him, fight with him. But then the words of Jesus in the Lord's Prayer that forgive us our sins as we forgive those who wrong us. I struggled with those all the way until morning. And at 4 in the morning, I went to the chapel to pray, and I found the same brother there. It was very difficult. The decision was whether we need to fight or we need to forgive. But by the grace of God, I was able to forgive and to hug him, and apparently he has also been struggling with what he said. And out of that tragedy, a lasting friendship was born between us. So it is not easy to forgive, but if you are a believer, there is nothing else that you can do. You have a power to forgive because the one who lives in you is the one who forgave the very people who killed him on the cross. Another personal experience I had is one of my own brothers was one time killed. That's almost 20 years ago in Kakuma. In a quarrel, he was killed. And I struggled with that because my other brothers, other sisters have died in the war. And this is only one or two brothers that I still had, and then he died in that tragic situation. If he had died in the war with others, that would have not made it any easier. But then to see someone who did that, or people who planned that, it wasn't easy. I struggled with that for years. But when the family wanted to take revenge, I was the first to say, no, we cannot revenge. We need to forgive. So I am here not to tell you that it is easy, but really I want to say it very emphatically that there is power to forgive. And that power is not human power. That power is not cultural power. That power is God's power living in us. And in my own life, I experienced that power helps me. Now, so that you don't think that it is a one-time thing, we will be required all the time to forgive, because every situation will require us to forgive, to have the power to forgive. Not just one time, But many times, because people will wrong us, and we will be angry, and we want to get back to them. But also, on the other hand, for us to look at forgiveness as a process is a way that we can deal with it. Because if we know that others can forgive us, when we wrong, then we also have the attitude that we should also forgive other people, because we ourselves, we need forgiveness. Every one of us needs forgiveness. Now, in the context of our country, new agreement has been signed. We are thankful for that. It is an opportunity for us. It is not perfect, but it is a tool that we can use to bring about peace in our country by passing through the door of reconciliation and forgiveness. And we, as South Sudanese, we really wrong one another. We have killed one another, we have committed sins, we have raped. And even as people come together again, you will see the people who wrong you. You will see the people who kill your brother, who rape your sister. And you have the right to be angry, really. You have the right, because it is wrong. It is wrong to kill somebody, it is wrong to rape somebody. It can never be justified to do wrong to anyone. But also at the same time, if we don't overcome bitterness, that bitterness is not going to destroy our enemies. It is going to destroy us. So I know you have been wrong, I have been wrong, but if life will continue, we need to have this power to forgive. And that power is a divine power. So if you struggle with forgiveness, it is not strange. People will struggle with it. Anybody who says they don't struggle with forgiveness, they are not saying the truth. People will struggle with forgiveness, but if they are believers, they will ultimately have that power to forgive, and they will forgive. And they can develop forgiveness as a lifestyle, because the way you forgive your son, your child, your father, your mother, is going to be a process. Even in the church, people will wrong one another. The church leadership, people will wrong with one another. There is no doubt about that, but then we need to find the strength to forgive, or as the name of the campaign states, we need to find the power to forgive. And that power to forgive is a power that we can receive. It is available for all of us who want to forgive. And just one more thing, before I bring this to close, I want to tell you that if the bitterness that I have in my heart, if I don't deal with it, it will not kill my opponent. It will kill me. And also, I want to say, if you harbor forgiveness in your heart, if somebody has wronged you, if my sister has wronged me, my wife has wronged me, my brother has wronged me, and I allow forgiveness to dwell in my heart, it is like a poison. It will not kill the person who wronged me. It will kill me because it is in me. So you can forgive if it is not because Christ has said it. You forgive because forgiveness is good for you. Opposite of forgiveness is bitterness, and that bitterness will kill you if you nurse it for many years. It will destroy your creativity. It will destroy your spiritual power. It will destroy your relationship. So it is good to get out of it by that power. So my people everywhere you might be, I want to ask all of you to come to this campaign. Take time off of your busy schedule. You will never regret. Wherever you are, drop what you are doing from the 1st of November to the 30th of November. Come and hear other people of God who will talk about this important subject called forgiveness. And they are talking about this forgiveness as the power. Because let me tell you, South Sudan needs forgiveness. Every one of us, from politicians, to church people, to ordinary people, to communities, we need that power to forgive. So you come and experience this power. And I tell you, if South Sudan will receive this power to forgive, we will not be the same again. And what we keep saying as church is that the best is yet to come. That best will come when we have learned to forgive, when we have the power to forgive. And I can assure you that power is available for us to receive. And so I encourage you, make time. If it is important for you, you will make time. If you really need to learn how to forgive and to live a life of freedom that comes from forgiveness, come and receive this power because it is available. As we talk to you, we have experienced that power. If we got it, you will get it. So may God bless you as you come to receive your power to forgive. South Sudan as a nation, South Sudan as communities, South Sudan as families, South Sudan as individuals, we need the power to forgive. And let me tell you, this nation shall not be the same again when we receive this power to forgive and when we deliberately go out of our way to leave the past behind and to thrust ourselves, run into the future. And that future, the doorway to that future is forgiveness and reconciliation amongst us. So you people of South Sudan, it is not an option for you. Don't say it is not for me. It is for you. It is for everyone to forgive. If you say you have nothing to forgive, you are not saying the truth. If you say you have already forgiven and you have nothing, you are also not saying the truth. All of us, we must engage in it and go out of our way to receive this power to forgive, because it will transform our country.
True stories that can change your life. Real stories of real people who have gone through the most difficult circumstances in their lives, but they have experienced the power to forgive.
Gisas hagigia baggergeru hayataki gisata nas hagigiin umon mururu fi zuruf sab o hawadis tahaya lakini umon wedi shuhuda legua tamusamaha. If you'd like to get a free copy of the book and audio device Power to Forgive, you can call this toll-free number 2222. Call now and get your free copy.
كان تقدر لقوا كتابه جهاز صوتي قوة مسامحة. انت بقدر تدقوا تليفون في نمرة دي 22 اتصال ده مجاني. انت ما بدفع قروش فوقه. كلي تدقوا تليفون حسده وانت بلقوا هدية تاكي.